The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
And welcome inside Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. It's midsummer, so time for some Little League All-Star Baseball. Tonight we have the District 3 Major Boys Championship, where the two top teams in Sussex County will meet to decide the district title. The winner of this tournament advances to the state tournament, where defending champions Naaman and Middletown Odessa Townsend await. Tonight, Georgetown 3-1 gets the rematch with Laurel, who's 3-0. The two met on Monday night, with Laurel taking the win 5-2. Georgetown reaches tonight's championship game by defeating Milton last night, or 2 nights ago, 7-2. So should Georgetown win tonight, the if game will be played tomorrow. Should Laurel win tonight, they will win the district championship. Let me bring in my broadcast partner for tonight, a guy that he's played and coached a little bit of baseball around here, the former William Penn All-State pitcher and drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates, Marvin Dooley. Marvin, welcome to baseball. I know you've done some football and some wrestling with me, and now it's time to take the view in from center field.
Little League Baseball is a great time of year. Anytime Little League Baseball is great in general, but this time of year, Benny, the stakes get higher. You get a chance to see the best of each Little League. It's really impressive. It's great that 302 Sports covers Little League Baseball.
Over the past 8 years, the district championship has resided on the eastern side of the county. That trophy has not, that banner hasn't passed 113 in 8 years. Milton winning 5 of those. Rehoboth Beach Lewis, and Lower Sussex each winning 1. Georgetown, they've won 5 district titles, with the last one coming in 2008. They also won state titles in 97 and 98. Laurel has never won a District 3 championship. Their last district title came in 1994 when they were a part of District 1. The talk on the Laurel side is 30 years has been long enough tonight there, folks. Laurel was the runner-up last summer against Milton. So, Marvin, you got Georgetown, as you know, Sussex Central Baseball. It's where they come from, Georgetown, Millsboro. It is a staple in Sussex County.
Yeah, they have kids going to play high school baseball, and it's shown the players that come from them leagues. For Laurel to wait be that long to get back here, it's great to see Laurel baseball be where it's at in this tournament. It's always good to see what I call underdogs. I'm not saying they are the underdogs tonight, but to see teams come from where they haven't won it in a long time and be in a situation. And I'm sure some of these kids were on the team last year that didn't win it.
Right, some of them were. Let's talk a little bit about Laurel, Marvin. I came out and watched them in the second round when they beat Lewis, who was a lot of people favored them to win this tournament. They had some really good talent, but Laurel, their infield has only made 1 error this entire tournament. They knock balls down, they field balls cleanly, they make the throws. They're led by number 35, Nate Moore. He's 3 for 7 in this tournament with a double, a home run, 6 RBIs, batting .429.
Well, Benny, defense, you talked about defense. I believe defense wins games. You make routine plays, force teams to beat you hitting, you win. And like you said, their defense has made 1 error in this whole thing. It's impressive. And,
Laurel, you'll see them when they come out. They're not a big team. They're not, I looked at the picture of Middletown, Odessa Townsend, after they won their championship. It looked like 5 or 6 kids were as tall or taller than their coaches. So this is not what this Laurel team is about. They're scrappy. And you'll see when their second baseman comes out, Carter Bristow, he weighs about 65 pounds, and he took one off the chest, I think put a bruise on his back the other night, but he made the play. He knocks it down, makes the play, and that's what they do.
Well, one thing about baseball, I've always said baseball, you can be big, you can be small, you can be in between. Baseball is built for a little bit of everybody. So I always think it's the hardest game to play. I played all 3. I played a lot of sports in my time. And baseball, to be able to hit a baseball and able to play defense is very hard.
Let's turn to the Georgetown team. They are 3-1 in this tournament. And Marvin, you're going to see a special kid tonight. I watch a lot of Little League baseball. We've covered it over the years. And this kid's one of the best I've seen in the last few years. He's Mason Eichenberry. He'll be number 10 for Georgetown tonight. He'll be playing shortstop. He's 2-0 on the mound. He won't be able to pitch tonight. He's 9 for 12 with 5 runs, 6 RBIs. He's batting .750. The other night, his star shined bright against Seaford. He made a play behind second base. Then they brought him in to get him out of a jam. He goes to strike out 8 batters in over 4 innings and goes 4 for 4 in that game. I mean, he's a special player. He's going to be fun to watch here tonight.
Very impressive young man, as you said, but just look at the stats: 9 for 12, a 750 batting average is like impossible in baseball. So, I mean, just to see that right off the bat, 6 RBIs, and also he pitches. So, it's never know. Could be a major leaguer in the making.
There you go. You talk about a kid that takes his hands to the ball. You watch him tonight. He's got quick hands and he gets them to the ball, which is probably the main reason why he is batting the way he is. They're getting ready to do the starting lineups. Laurel will be the visiting team tonight, decided by coin toss. And Marvin, new to Little League this year, is you bat your entire order. So for Laurel, they're going to lead off with number 43, Pierre Lewis. Number 42, Colt Crockett bats second. Nate Moore will bat third. Number 50, Noah Tyndall batting fourth. Kellen Gall, number 4, followed by number 2, Omar Long. Then 22, Carter Bristow. Number 12, Trey Copeland. Number 00, Zion Holland, wearing that number in honor of Corey Mumford, who was murdered last winter or last spring. He is honoring that young man here in this tournament. Number 1, Hunter Marvel. Number 7, Braden Moore. And number 8, Austin Steen. Laurel, 12. They're the only team with 12 players on their roster. Georgetown carrying, I believe, 10. And they'll lead off with number 4, John Clausewitz. Number 10, we talked about him earlier, Mason Eichenberry. He'll be playing shortstop tonight. Number 3, Corbin Pettit, and that is not their lineup. I'm sorry, Marvin, that is their roster. Let me get their lineup here. Again, try it again. Number 4 is John Clausewitz, then Eichenberry. Batting third tonight will be number 47, Braden Farrington, followed by number 2, Carter Lacates. Then number 99, Maxon Marzullo, followed by number 8, Marshall West. Then number 13, Warren Davis. Number 3, Corbin Pettit. Number 5, twin brother James Clausewitz. And the final batter, Lennon Kelly. That's your lineup for Georgetown. We'll get positions as they come out. I know, I'm not sure who's pitching for Laurel tonight. As you can see, this is a pretty tall, lanky team Georgetown brings out.
Yeah, but I looked at the new rules this year for Little League. I have the batting order, everyone bats. And I just wonder if it affects how many people carry now.
Right.
Back when I was, and with my kids in Little League, you always carry 13 because you had a bat once to play anything in the field and all that stuff. But I just hope that it doesn't take spots away from young men to have experience.
When I first started coaching, there were no rules. Everybody took 14. You played if you played. And then they started putting in the restrictions. And then what was the first thing everybody did was they cut their rosters down to 12. Now we're looking at teams, some teams only carrying 10 players, some carrying 11. So that's, I don't know if Little League, how they're looking at it, but now you got to look at it as, well, okay, we're now don't have many kids playing in the postseason.
I almost think you're going to have to put rules in now in place that they got to carry 12.
We're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris. I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood High.
And welcome back to Nanticoke Little League Park here in Seaford, Delaware. Benny Mitchell with Marvin Dooley, Matt Westcott on the camera, Chris Mitchell, our scorekeeper, official scorekeeper for this evening. I do not have the tournament director's name or the umpires. They were not here when I went up there. So Laurel lost the toss, or you say Georgetown won the toss, and they elected to play defense here, Marvin. I always took offense.
And I always took home, so I was decided.
There we go. I always felt, man, if I was going to make a mistake, it was always going to be on defense. So I didn't want them on the field last. I wanted my where I felt the strongest.
I've always thinking baseball, always wanted to have the last at bat if it came down to it. Now whether that made a difference now, I'm not sure, but I always wanted to have the hammer.
We did if you recall, we did an 1800 team one time together one summer. Had a guy that ended up playing for the Blue Rocks on that. Your catcher went to DMA.
Yes. His dad's Phil.
Yep.
Hill.
Yep.
Yes. He had a very good career too.
Yeah.
Actually.
We put together a little upstate, downstate crew and
Yes.
had a little bit of fun out sports at the beach. And I remember not long after that, young man was playing in the minor leagues. Now, Marv, you can talk about that kind of grind.
Yeah.
Kids,
Well,
they want to get drafted.
yeah.
What kind of a grind is the minors?
Listen, it's a great. When you're young and have no kids, you ain't married, it's great. You travel a lot, but it's a grind. You live out of a suitcase for 5 months.
Ride buses.
Long bus rides. You don't make a whole lot of money. People seem to think you do, but you don't. Make enough to live, of course.
Right.
But you're playing you're playing baseball for a living. It's nothing better. So it's a grind, but it's something that I would do it over and over again.
Right. Marvin was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates as a pitcher. How many years did you hang around the minors?
About 4.
Okay.
4 years. And I was all over the place too. So it was.
Right.
I wonder if this is where Delaware Steele started his career.
It is. It absolutely is. Steve Mullen, I want to thank you for getting us set up here tonight. He is the president of Nanticoke Little League, and he got us going here. We're going to leading off for Laurel is number 43, Pierre Lewis. He comes into this game with a .222 batting average, has a double and a triple and RBI. 3 runs scored. Marvin, this kid can fly.
Well, usually your leadoff hitter, you want someone at the top of the line that can run.
There he is. Hit ball to Eichmann. Eichmann scoops it over the middle, throws, and that's 1 away for Georgetown.
Nice play by the shortstop. That's your number 10. You talked about in pregame. Eichelberry. Good play.
That's going to bring us to number 42, Colt Crockett, batting .500 in the tournament. He also has a double and a triple. And foul ball down the left field line.
Nice swing, though. Jumped all over the fastball.
Ball 1-1 count to Crockett.
Early in the game, many pitchers that get established. You kind of get the chance what sequence they're going to be using. So he had a fastball, and then he came back with 2. I don't know if they're breaking pitches, but something off speed.
2-1 count here to Crockett. Crockett 3 for 6 in the tournament. He scored 5 runs. And he hits the ball right back out the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. That's going to be a tough play for Davis, and that's going to be a base hit for Crockett. And Laurel gets their first runner on base.
The only play they had was the pitcher, if he could have called it cleanly.
That brings up Nate Moore, 3 for 7, batting .429 in the tournament. Marvin, 6 RBIs for the big man.
Means he hits with runners in scoring position, and I've always said RBIs and run score are the most important things in your batting average.
He had a 2-run home run against Georgetown on Monday night. He also was the winning pitcher against Lewis, throwing a 1-hitter. And he likes that ball a little below the waist, doesn't he? Takes a big hack at it.
They're aggressive. Look for some off-speed pitch here.
0-2 count, 2 more.
This is when you want to have a pitch in the strike zone and breaks out of the strike zone.
All right. Yeah, it looks like that's what he did. It was on the outside part of the plate. And Moore able to foul it off.
These are the pitches as a pitcher. You don't want to get beat on 0-2 pitches. I mean,
the manager of Laurel, Jason Copeland, and the manager for Georgetown, Jake Sprout. 0-2, 2 more. He's fouled off 3 in a row. We're in the top of the first inning here at the District 3 Championship. That's Sussex County, Delaware, the lower part of the state. That one's low in the dirt, and that's going to advance Crockett to second base. So a pass ball.
I think he has the right situation. Want to throw the ball down and low, and you depend on your catcher then to make the blocks, but don't want to let the runner move up. Takes a double play situation, force play at second base off the board.
1-2 count here for Moore. And fouled it off. He's still 2 strikes. He's taking a mighty big hack.
Still bad on too. I was at the Dodgers and Orioles game the other night, and Turner hit a grand slam to beat the Orioles, but it was like 7 fastballs. He fouled back and finally caught up to one. So this young man may catch up to one soon too.
His homer the other night, it was Oppo power. He put it over the right center field fence here, and that's a shot here. It's at least 200 around, but it's a 6-foot-high fence, Marvin.
Very nice playing surface, playing field. I like the fence being a little higher, and nice setup here at Seaford.
Yeah, you referred to the line of shield. As you walk in this park, you look on the concession stand, the history of this ballpark and the people that have played here. The 1-2 to Moore, and it's in the dirt, and that's going to advance the runner to third. Marzillo can't find the ball. And that's going to be a 2-2 count as Crockett moves to third base.
Changes the whole approach to your batter now. He's better put in play now. Put in play. I've always said strikeouts mean something when you have less than 2 outs with a man on third base. Contact now probably drives in a run.
1 out here for Laurel in the top of the first. The pitch, Moore makes contact, hits the light. That's going to be another foul ball. Almost a little bit of Paul Newman action there in the old movie.
Young man's battling at the plate.
As you see down on the right left field side, a sea of red over there. The Laurel fans coming out to support this small town, coming out to support this team. 2-2's the count. Barrington with the pitch over the middle, strike 3 to Moore, and that's going to bring up 2 outs for Laurel.
Big strikeout there, and what I mean by big strikeouts, strikeouts don't mean a whole lot, but with a man on third base with less than 2 out strikeouts are very important.
Number 50, Noah Tyndall, batting .429 as well, 3 for 7. He's got an RBI in this tournament.
Back-to-back guys, .429 is pretty good.
Right. That's a strike to Tyndall. 0-1, Crockett's on third. We're at the top of 1 here at the District 3 Championship in Seaford, Nanticoke Little League. And that's going to be a ball low and outside, 1-1. Backstop's not that far away, so don't know if Laurel will take the chance here early in the game with the number 4 guy up at the plate. Correction, Laurel. Big swing, hand comes off the bat, and that's a 1-2 pitch coming up to Tyndall. He's just also scored 2 runs in this tournament. He's the first baseman.
Now, Farrington's been pounding the strike zone, but he's also been changing speeds the last 2 hitters really well.
That's a ball hit to third. Fielded, thrown across, and that's an out. And Georgetown gets out of the inning with no damage done. So for Laurel, no runs, 1 hit, no Georgetown errors. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second. And welcome back to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell with Marvin Dooley here at the bottom half of the first. And it's going to be Nate Moore towing the rubber through the one hitter against Lewis the other night with 8 strikeouts. Good command of his fastball, has a curveball, has an off-speed pitch.
Well, it's always good when you're sitting in the undefeated seat.
Right.
And then having your pitcher on the mound that you're pitching now. So
leading off for Georgetown is John Klosowitz, 6 of 14 with 3 runs. He's got a double in this tournament. He's batting .429 with 3 RBIs. Low strike to Klosowitz, 1-1 count. And Moore, he works fast. I watched him last weekend. That ball's hit up the middle, and Holland just gets to it, but takes the hops. That's going to be a single for Klosowitz.
That's a very nice swing by number 4, Klosowitz. Very compact swing, followed through the baseball, drove right up the middle.
That will bring up Mason Eichenberry, the shortstop. 750 with 6 RBIs, 9 hits in this tournament. He has been a tough out. And he's going to take first on the hit by pitch.
I was just thinking, you want that young man to bat with nobody on base.
You're right.
Now we have 2 on, nobody out.
That's going to bring up number 47, Braden Farrington, the pitcher for tonight, 273 average, 3 of 11, 3 runs. He has a triple in this tournament, a pair of RBIs. And Georgetown threatening first and second. No outs here in the bottom of the first. And he gets the fastball on the outside corner.
I was wondering, I wonder if they'd even think about bunting. When I played high school baseball, Mel Gardner, we bunted every time.
I have not seen a lot of bunting in this tournament, Marvin, I have to tell you. 1-1 count.
It's a lost art, Benny.
Yeah.
It's a lost art.
I was watching the game the other night, and the pitcher was a big kid, threw hard, and I thought, man, I'm going to get him off the mound 10, 11 times and wear his legs out. And the ball's grounded foul to the third base side.
First of all, you force people into mistakes. I mean,
Right.
Bunting the ball, people got to cover bags, move around. I believe small ball. It's crucial in baseball, especially if you don't have all the hitters.
The 1-2 for Moore, ball low, 2-2 count. I believe Laurel has all pitchers available except for one. That would be Crockett. I believe he pitched against Georgetown. Ball's popped up, foul. 2-2 count.
Big inning, nobody out, 2 on.
Farrington could help himself out big time here. There's the pitch down low.
Great stop by the catcher.
Unfortunately for Laurel, they have somebody in front of Eichenberry because he has stolen a ton of bases. He's stolen home once in this tournament and third 2 times. So he has great speed to go along with all the other good things. There's ball hit high to center field. The shortstop's going to call it off.
I was shocked that wasn't called infield fly.
I guess maybe just a little too deep. He did have to back up and make a move. Although you're right, he played it easily, and that's what the rule says.
Yeah, I kept looking for that. I mean, to me, the only reason I would have called an infield fly is because he was camped under.
Well, protect the runners, right? And that's going to be a pass ball. Runners are going to advance. As that brings up number 2, Carter LeCates to the plate, 2 for 4 with 3 runs in the tournament.
Being 2 for 4, I'm assuming he had to miss some games.
No, I think a lot of walks.
Okay.
He's the number 4 batter, so I imagine he gets pitched around a lot.
Yes. I've always loved lefty hitters, though. I've always been a fan
And
of
this may
lefties.
not be a bad spot to pitch around a guy.
Yep, got a base open, like you said, got a base open. Makes sense.
Fouls it off straight back. 1-1 to LeCates.
I can see why I walked a lot. I got a nice swing. Nice swing.
One count coming to LeCates. Moore in a jam early and does not get the chest high pitch. 2-1.
Always said 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, 1-0, all fastball counts. So have to be setting fastball now in the zone.
And gets him on the inside pitch. And Mark, we talked about how people move. Look at this Laurel team. That was just a strike. Second baseman's moving. People are backing up. These kids, they've been schooled on how to play the game of baseball.
Very well coached.
Ball hit back up the middle. Highland on the hop. And they're going to send Eikenberry behind him. Moore cuts it off. And that's a 2-run single for Lacates. Georgetown takes the lead 2-0.
Nice swing, right? Stayed within the baseball. Knob to the baseball. Line drive up the middle. And the kid's second base was definitely going to score. You've been everything that you advertised, Benny, with this Mason Eikenberry.
Yep, he looked once at the coach and then was gone. Catcher going to take a time here to talk to Nathan Moore, as that's going to bring up Marzullo, number 99, Maxton Marzullo, 4 for 11. Pair of doubles, 2 RBIs, 364. He had a big hit against Milton the other night in their 7-2 victory. Umpire comes out to break up the huddle. One out here, man on first. Georgetown leads 2-0. This is the first time Laurel's trailed in this tournament.
First time. That's it's unusual.
Wild pitch. Runner's going to advance on it. 1-0 count to Marzullo.
Carter moves up to second base, and it was great instinct. The ball didn't get really far from the catcher, but he read the ball well.
And it's a strike, 1-1. I did notice one thing about Moore, Marvin. When he got in trouble and as it got late in the game, he began to throw more all arm. And it started leaving pitches up. And when he uses his whole body, he's very effective. And there you go, 1-2. I think part of it he's felt like he's not gotten some pitches. He wants to stay up and see where they're going. 1-2 count to Marzullo. Up high. Takes it for a ball, 2-2.
You just want to get out of the inning, give up 2 runs, get out of the inning, get back, get your offense back up at the plate.
And that's going to be strike 3, looking on the outside corner. 2 outs for Laurel.
Just want to cut the damage now, Benny. We'll get back in, get your offense back up every night, give up 2 runs, settle in, and just go from there.
Yeah, the least that you've scored if your Laurel's 5 in this tournament, in a game in this tournament. That's going to bring up number 8, Marshall West, 4 for 11, 4 runs scored, pair of doubles, pair of RBIs, batting .364. Has strike 1.
If you're Georgetown, you know Laurel's going to score a few runs, so you want to try to capitalize every situation.
Swing and a miss for West. He goes down 0-2. 2 outs, runner on second. Georgetown leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. And that's right down the middle for strike 3. 4 more, folks. We'll take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with the second inning. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home.
And welcome back. Little League Baseball action here in Delaware, southern part of Delaware. For Georgetown at inning, 2 runs, 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. They lead 2-0. As Laurel comes to the plate, we'll see number 4, Kellen Gall, leading off for Laurel. Yeah, Eikenberry, he threw 85 2 nights ago, so I think he's got a couple more days if we go to an if game.
That's a halftime pitching becomes a big value in these tournaments. I mean, how you use them, and I mean, Laurel's got everyone in the stable, so
right.
You know.
All but Crockett, I think, and I think he could become available tomorrow.
Beautiful night for baseball, Benny.
Georgetown, that's the Little League. They've won a couple World titles, the 1981 Senior League World Series, and then they won a softball World Series. Senior League Softball World Series a few years back. A long-time baseball town. And then, of course, when it comes to high school, they merge with the Millsboro Little League, and one of the few schools around here that merge two leagues.
You don't see that too often. Two
Nope.
leagues merge into one. You know.
This year, Rehoboth Little League disbanded, and the kids were sent to Lewis. There used to be 9 teams in this county. So leading off, Kellen Gull, 2 for 7 on the tournament, 3 RBIs. He's batting .286. He takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Farrington with the 1-0 pitch. That ball's hit too short. Eichenberry makes the play, throws it over, 1 away for Georgetown. He's just so smooth, Marvin.
Sure. As I said, it hit the wrong spot.
Right.
Very smooth hands, come through the baseball. Nice throw. Very, actually plays back on the grass. I mean, so he's playing deep, got a good arm.
I was told tonight he's a outfielder on the travel ball team. Number 2, Omar Long, 1 for 8 in the tournament. He's batting .125. He does have 2 RBIs. He's playing well into the grass too.
He's back there. I mean, he's. I mean, that's where you want to play. You want to come up, step up to the dirt, but gives you a better angle either side of the baseball, and he has an arm to do it.
And that's going to be 3-0 to Long. Laurel wearing the all black with Red Sox. That's going to be a strike. 3-1 pitch coming to Long. Farrington, Marvin, not overpowering, but very effective.
Well, so far, you know, they've hit the ball a little bit, but the defense has been stellar for him. So, I mean, some pitchers are what I call contact pitchers. Some pitchers strikeout pitchers. You know, contact pitchers you got to make plays for, and they have been making plays.
That's going to bring up maybe the smallest guy in the tournament, Carter Bristow, wearing number 22. He's batting .250. He has 2 RBIs. He's 1 for 4 in the tournament. Has scored 2 runs. Ball on the outside corner, strike 1.
That's the biggest thing in pitching. They always say, what's the best pitch in baseball? It's called strike 1.
Right.
Strike 1.
Bristow shows bunt. And do we have a balk there?
That should have been a ball. I don't know what happened.
We have nothing. All right, 1-0 or 0-1 to Bristow. Ball low outside, 1-1.
I'm shocked in that last sequence, Benny. What happened? What took place?
Yeah, he squared the bunt.
Yeah.
He stopped his motion. Should be an automatic ball. Bristow up the middle for a single. So the little guy comes through. You know why he's scrappy, Marvin? Young man's a wrestler.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with that, Benny.
He goes right back up the middle with it. We have runners on first and second, 1 out for Laurel. That's going to bring up number 12, Trey Copeland. He does not have a hit yet in the tournament. He does have an RBI. And ball strike, in for a strike. Throws down the second. Now, Dave is a little closer on that one. If that got away, it could have been problems.
Yes.
Got to get back up in the grass and back that throw. Well, I think they were both covering the bag. There's Copeland, hits it to Eichenberry. Eichenberry throws over to second, gets 1, but not the second one. So we're going to have runners on the corners with 2 outs.
I see right there was a nice play with a shortstop. The second baseman should have continued his throw. The runner did not get out of the way. If he had continued his throw, he probably would have got an interference call. He stopped, but they can't automatically give it to you. You have to continue your motion.
2 outs, runners on the corner. Zion Holland, 2 for 6 in the tournament. And he hits one to left field. And he's under it for the 3rd out. So Lacates makes the play. And Georgetown holds their 2-0 lead. Laurel threatened, but didn't get through. We'll be right back after this. Bottom of 2 coming up for Georgetown. It's going to be number 1. Correction, I'm sorry, number 13, Davis. Warren Davis, 3 for 9 in the tournament with a double. 3 RBIs, batting .333. That ball's low. 1-1 to Davis.
Georgetown strikes first. They would love to come back and put a few more on it.
Right. Oh, curveball doesn't get the call. 2-1 here to Davis.
That was very close, Benny. Very
Davis
close.
playing second base tonight for Georgetown. They did have a nice break tuck. Threw it again for a strike on the outside corner. 2-2. And that's a strikeout, 4 more. I told you he works fast, Marvin.
Well, as a pitching coach, I mean, work fast, change speed, throw strikes.
Right.
That was the motto from pitching coach I had in Pittsburgh Pirates, Miller and Bruce Keeson.
Coming up for Georgetown, number 3, Corbin Pettit. 2 of 8 in the tournament, batting .250 with 2 RBIs and a pair of runs. Takes ball 1. And Moore gets the pitch on the inside part of the plate. 1-1. And a swing and a miss there for Pettit, makes it 1-2.
He does work fast, but he gets the ball, gets on the man, goes.
And here's the 1-2, or the 1-2 pitch from Moore over the middle, fouled off to the third base side. Stays 1-2. Ball hit to Bristow. Bristow makes the play at second on the liner. That's 2 away. Talk about the way, the way these Laurel kids move. They're always moving. They're on their toes, ready to play.
Well, as an infielder, you want to have what I call a starting mechanism. So as soon as that pitcher goes toward the home plate, you should be taking a 1-2 and a hop. And they're always moving, like you said, always moving. And then in between pitches are moving too. Runners on base, back in base up, throw back to the pitcher, get backed up.
So we're on number 5, James Clausewitz, 2 for 6, 4 runs in the tournament. Ball high. He's batting .333 with an RBI. Made a nice play at third base earlier tonight.
Yeah, real nice play.
And there's on the outside corner. 1-1's the count. Of course, in Little League we have the pitch count, so that could come into play later in the game. Ball fouled off to the first base side. It's going to be in the bleachers for strike 2. 1-2 count to Clausewitz. Georgetown in the yellow jersey, gray pants. Laurel wearing the all black with the red numbers and letters. When it comes high school time, that's the Bulldog color. Outside for a ball, 2-2. In fact, Marvin just finalized my schedule for football for this year, and that's my first game of the year. The Laurel Bulldogs and the Sussex Central Golden Knights. So it'd be Georgetown Laurel again. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Moore. And he keeps it 2-0. Folks, we'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
I'm Chef Hari Cameron. At Grandpa Mac, pasta's our thing. We serve quality food fast that's not fast food. We make everything in-house and serve something for everyone. We're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Follow the noodle to Grandpa Mac.
Top of 3 here in Nanticoke, or Seaford. 2-0 lead for Georgetown.
Now Laurel's been putting the ball in play, so They just want to make them hit the holes a little bit. They
Right.
put the ball in play. Georgetown made some nice plays. The right side infield has been fantastic for them.
Well, they stranded 2 runners now, so they've stranded 3 runners so far in this game. So the opportunities are there. And we got the umpire over at the Laurel dugout having a discussion with the coaches. It looks like they're talking about him coming set, but he doesn't have to because there's no base leading.
Yeah, right. You don't have to stop. You don't have to do anything. I was just wondering the one time when the guy squares the bunch, you can't
He
stop.
put his foot down.
Now, I do know the rule in baseball is it's a balk if you're man on base.
Right.
The ball has to enter foul territory to be called a ball or a strike.
Right.
So if you throw a ball that doesn't go in foul territory, man on base gets the base, and then you.
I think a little like everything's an automatic ball.
Yes.
So
Yes.
leading off for Laurel, number 1, Hunter Marvel, 2 for 5, batting .400. He has a run in the tournament. Laurel has produced out of the bottom of the order against Lewis. They took a 4-0 lead out of the bottom of the order, got those guys on, and top of the order brought them around. So 0-1 count coming to Marvel.
On base percentage is the most important thing. On base percentage.
And high and outside, ball 1, 1-1 count to Marvel. And a little curveball there, but breaks out. 2-1. Yeah, Marvin, I'll have. I think I have Woodbridge at least 3 times on the schedule this year in football. So we will be. I think we're there for Apple Scrapple weekend too. Your Thursday night game.
Yeah, that's actually been nice. That's gonna be Preston Grace nice.
Right.
To honor one of our coaches that we lost. That'll be a nice night.
In for a strike, 2-2. It's almost time, Marvin. It's July what, 20th?
That's only April 7th camp opens.
Strike 3 looking to Marvel. That's 1 out.
I'll tell you, Farrington's been mixing the ball up, throwing the ball in and out, and the biggest thing he's been getting ahead in the count.
That's going to bring up number 27, Braden Moore. No hits in the tournament. Laurel, I believe, the only team that brought 12. I could be wrong, but I know of the teams I saw, they were the only one I saw with 12 players on the roster.
I almost think Little League's going to have to make a rule that you have to take so many.
Right. Well, they did, but then they put in this waiver where you're supposed to carry 12, and then they left this waiver option out there. 1-1 count, 2 more. But yeah, you gotta even it up.
Yes, and I believe it.
Or at least if I'm carrying 12, I've only got to bat what you bring.
Yes, exactly.
1-2 is the count to more.
I think Little League baseball, what they're trying to do is right.
I agree. Trying to get everybody playing.
Yes, but the thing is, coaches and get humans in it, and it's all about winning.
We call that the adult value.
Yeah, it's all about winning.
2-2 to more.
I'm not going to say I've never been on that side of the fence.
Right. Swing and a miss. That's 2 outs. Farrington threw 2 2/3.
He's been solid, man. He's throwing strikes in and out, changed the speeds.
That's going to bring out number 8, Austin Steen, 0 for 6 in the tournament.
And this as a pitcher, you got to get the back end out. You know you're going to have a tough time up top, but you got to get the back end out, and that's any level of baseball.
Right.
You 1 through 6 guys, then you're 7, 8, 9. You got to get them out.
Fouls it back for a strike, 0-1. And swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count coming to Steen. 29 years since Laurel's won a district title, and they're still behind here 2-0. We'll take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll come back with the 4th inning or the bottom of the 3rd.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
And welcome back to Delaware District 3 Little League Baseball Major Boys Championship game. Georgetown up 2-0. Should they win, there'll be the if game tomorrow. For all the marbles, should Laurel win tonight, it's over. They would be the district champs. As we move to the bottom of the third, that's going to bring up number 22, Lennon Kelly. He's got one hit in the tournament. He's batting .091. Look, I thought Bristow was as small as I was wrong. Kelly's not quite as big as he is.
Small young man.
Mm-hmm. Here we are, bottom of the third. Game moving right along. Only 36 minutes in. Swing and a miss for Kelly. And after Kelly brings the top of the order back up where Georgetown was able to get two across in the first. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
This is a big out that Laurel has to give their top of the order.
Correct.
They got a very nice top of the order, Georgetown.
Yeah, and you want Eichenberry batting with no outs and nobody in front of him, so you have that chance now. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strikeout. 4 more. It gets 1 out, and that's going to bring up number 4, John Clausewitz. Georgetown, I think 3 batters I've counted batting from the left side of the plate?
Yes. Clausewitz had a nice line drive at the middle last plate appearance.
And he has another base hit that's going to get through the middle. Holland scoops it up, brings it back in. That's a runner on board for Eichenberry.
Just what you talked about a few minutes ago, Benny. You want him to bat with nobody on.
Right, and a couple outs.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up Mason Eichenberry. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. He's batting .750 in the tournament with 6 RBIs, so he's a load. First pitch low and away, ball 1.
He's going to pitch careful to him, I believe.
Well, I believe Moore and Eichenberry play on the same travel ball team, so they know each other well. And that's going to be a strike. 1-1. And you notice Moore's keeping it down. He's keeping it down on him.
Definitely want to keep the ball down and away if you can.
Gets that one up. It's popped up to the third base side. Copeland under it. Makes the play in foul territory. 2 outs for Laurel. That's a big out there getting by that young man.
Big out. You're correct. It's a big out. Now do you look for Georgetown to maybe gamble and try to steal second base and get scoring this with 2 outs?
That's going to bring up Farrington, the pitcher. He flew out, popped out to second base or shortstop. Nice backhand play, unable to make it. I'm going to give that young man a hit. Got him to the backhand side and a well hit. So a hit for Farrington, the pitcher. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up Lacates.
He's got the last 2 RBIs.
Yep, he had the 2 RBI single in the first. 2 outs here. That one's down and in for strike 1. I tell you what, Moore does have a nice little delivery. He brings that ball across the plate. And when he finishes, he gets that ball down and hard to hit. And there he is finishing. There he's finishing. We saw him in the first inning kind of standing up, seeing where it went. 1-1 count here to Lacates. And that's going to be a strike. I don't know if that was a little bit of a change-up or what. It kind of fooled him.
Yes, it definitely fooled him.
1-2 pitch coming. There it is on the inside corner. Strike 3. Moore pitches out of a jam here.
And that's big when you're down 2 runs already. Keep the game in reach. Very good sequence. And got Carter out, who got the base hit last time, driving 2 runs.
We'll be back after this commercial timeout. Your score at the end of 3, Georgetown 2, Laurel 0.
Welcome to Surf Bagel. Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel! Welcome to Surf Bagel!
And welcome back to Seaford, Nanticoke Little League Park. Georgetown 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the fourth. Braden Moore pitching out of a jam there last inning with a big strikeout look and 2 pitches back to back. He maybe fooled him with a little bit of a changeup and then came hard inside.
Also works through the top of the order too. Now coming back in, he has getting towards the bottom of the order. The top it did the damage before, so it's big working through that.
We're gonna lead off with Pierre Lewis. I believe he got on. No, he grounded out the first time out. Grounded out to short. Just and when we say he grounded out to short, that could be anywhere between second base and 10 feet this side of third, because Eichenberry covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, I think if you look back on this game, you can look back at the third inning. How you work through that little jam could be the situation keeping the game to win the game.
So Lewis will lead off 0 for 1 today. Playing left field. And that ball hit to Eichenberry and unable to make the play. And not something we see out of him very often. That's going to be an error, reaches base on an error. Just not able to get the hands up and ready to throw.
Looked like he hit him in the palm. I'm not really sure. Yeah. It looked like he hit him in the palm of the glove. Roll up his arm. See if he work out here. Man on first, no outs.
Yeah, he is squeezing his right hand there. That's going to bring up Colt Crockett. He singled his first time up. Was stranded at third base. And he has the ball to Eichenberry. Makes the play second. No, drops the ball. So error on Davis. And Laurel's got 2 aboard via the error.
We just talked about Georgetown. We're playing great defense. There's 2 box balls that could really begin a big rally.
Tell you what, number 4, John Claus, with good job there. Walked over to the second baseman, patted him on the back, and move on to the next play.
And that's really what you got to do. You got to move on. Right now, you just collateral damage. Just make the plays now. If you get out 3 outs for 1 run, you'd be good.
That brings up Nate Moore, struck out the first time at bat. He's got the only home run for Laurel in this tournament. He got that against Georgetown the other night, Monday night. We've had a couple of rain outs here this week. Some of our crazy mid-Atlantic Delaware weather. You never know it's going to rain. Just kind of shows up around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nathan Moore 0 for 1 tonight. He is your pitcher for Laurel. A chance to help himself out. That's going to be a ball high and outside. 1-0. A single here probably scores long. That young man can run. And more foul ball. 1-1.
I just can't get over it. Not one time have we looked at anybody even thinking about bunting early.
Yeah. This is your home run guy with 6 RBIs. He's not bunting.
Unless he played for Mel Gardner.
Pop fly to right, and West is going to make the play. Long takes off for third. Ball gets away. 1 run's going to score. Nobody covers third base. So Crockett able to move up. Correct, that was Pettit with the catch.
It was a great catch, but should have went to second base, get the 4th play.
And now Crockett's going to score as nobody's paying attention. 2-2. And now they got the Laurel fans to their feet. So 2-2 here. 1 out, and that brings up Noah Tyndall.
Georgetown just needs a recomposition now. It's tie game. Got 1 out.
Tyndall grounded out to third in the first inning on that nice play made by Glazowitz. Hard hit ball down to third. That ball's hit deep to left, and Lacate's under it for the second out. So 2 outs for Georgetown here. Game all tied up. That's going to bring up number 4, Kellen Gall, the catcher. He grounded out to Eichenberry in the second. Fouled off to the right side, 0-1.
Young man's pitched well. I mean, reality is unearned runs. I mean,
Right, 2 errors, yeah. And just some heads-up base running.
Yep.
Ball hit to right, and he's got it.
Nice catch.
Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to end up in the glove. So Laurel gets 2 across here in the 4th inning. 2 runs on no hits, and nobody left on base. Your score after 3.5. Laurel 2, Georgetown 2. And welcome back to the bottom of the 4th. Laurel able to scratch their way back into a couple nice plays in right field, though, by number 3, Corbin Pettit. One kind of fooled him as a little bit of a dying quail, but he carried the ball back to the dugout. That's all that matters.
Yeah, made a great play. Actually, 2 good catches. I think they split them runners. They keep that double play in order, or at least the way it can be cut off.
Right. That's going to bring up Maxton Marzillo for Georgetown. He struck out looking in the first. Anywhere Georgetown got their 2 runs. So it's 2-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Georgetown at bat. Marzillo, I believe, catching tonight. Ground ball hit to third. It's going to get through for a base hit. And he's 1 for 2 on the night.
Very aggressive at the plate. Right for the fastball. Hit it right through the hole.
Georgetown with 5 hits in this game. That's going to bring up number 8, Marshall West. He also struck out his first time at bat, 0 for 1 tonight.
He's batting over 300 too, so.
It's going to be a ball inside. Yeah, Georgetown starting, you saw Marzillo go after that first pitch. I think maybe you might want to start going with the curve or the off-speed pitch. That's going to be a ball. Tags him on the out. Not in time to get the second one, but fielder's choice for West. Bristow makes the play. Stands right in front of that big man to make the tag.
That was a nice play by Bristow. They, knew the situation. Make sure it won. The coaches at their question, they probably talking about this. He has a right to the baseball. The runner has to avoid the fielder. So Bristow did everything correctly.
That's going to bring up Davis. Struck out his first time bat, 0 for 1. Bristow got a nice flow going, maybe the mullet of the game. Swing and a miss for Davis.
I love how Moore gets the ball and he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's ready to roll.
And that's going to be a foul ball for Davis. Davis, in the Seafer game that I watched, had a nice hit. Had a double in that game. Georgetown they've changed their lineup a little bit each game, trying to find the pieces to a puzzle, just trying to get them in the right place. Ducks, no call. That's going to be a 1-2 pitch, a 1-2 count. Moore also looking over there at first, make sure he doesn't get too far away. Fastball down the middle, low for a strike. Swing and a miss. That's going to bring up 2 outs. That's going to bring up number 3, Pettit, with the 2 big catches in right field last inning. Pettit may be the reason why it's tied right now.
You are correct. 2 good catches.
Up high for a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss up high. 1-1, 1-1. And he really tapped himself and told his coach that was me. Swung at a bad pitch. He knew it. The 1-1 fouled straight back. Might want to go change up our curve here, Marvin.
Change the speed or change the eye level again.
Right. 1-2 count here.
Definitely heading the count. Want to throw your pitch, make it hit your pitch. You got a pitch to play with.
And swing and a miss. Moore gets out of it. And we're going to go to the 5th inning. All tied up at 2. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60.
Top of 5 here in Seaford. Laurel shutting them down in the last inning after getting 2 in the top half. Farrington, we don't have pitch counts on it. We haven't been keeping it out here, and we can't hear the announcer. They usually announce after each inning, but fast-moving game. 51 minutes so far. We're into the 5th inning.
I want to think many of the pitch counts on both guys are low.
Yeah.
I want to think this game has been fast. It's been, we're in the 5th inning.
That's going to bring up 0-0 Zion. No, I'm sorry, number 2, Omar Long. He walked his first time at bat. And it's a foul ball to the third base side. 1-1's the count. And one thing about Lily, the 60-foot bases makes the game so fast.
Yes.
Even at this age, if you're like we saw where both shortstops have got caught up trying to get the ball out of the glove and get it across. That was a called strike on the curveball. It's gonna be 1-2. Swing and a miss. Okay, so that was a ball the one before. So 2-2 count.
I believe this thing is a big inning because if you can get the outs quickly here with 3 outs, you can have the bottom of the order,
Right.
the real bottom, coming in the 6th if you're Georgetown.
Right. We're in the 5th. 2-2 count here to Long. He has 1 hit in the tournament, but delivered 2 RBIs on that 1 hit. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's 1 out for Georgetown. That's going to bring up number 22, Carter Bristow. Had a single in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1 tonight.
Yeah, real nice hit battle, straight up the middle. Hard ground ball. Very heady player, too. Nice play last inning, tagging the runner.
So here we go. 1 out here. Bristow comes to the plate. Farrington with the first pitch. And Bristow pulls that down to first base. He's going to get away. And he's going to reach by error on the first baseman. A hard hit ball down to first.
Early in the game, Georgetown made all these plays.
Right.
And the last 2 innings, the defense has really put themselves in danger.
That brings up Trey Copeland. He reached by fielder's choice earlier in the night. Yeah, if you're Laurel, you want to bring 4 or 5 guys to the plate this inning so you can come to that 6 with your guys.
Yep.
Foul back, reach for it on the outside corner.
That's the key to any bottom of your line, is to flip it back to the top.
Right.
I mean, That air doesn't let much they may get out and not give up nothing, but it gets it one step closer.
I used to tell my pitchers, if you could split, don't let 1 and 4 bat, you know, when you're at the bottom of the order. Don't make sure those two guys don't bat, and your odds are much better. That ball's going to be low, 1-1. One thing Farrington hadn't done, I don't think he has a walk tonight. That ball's low for ball 2. Throws back to first. Bristow back. A little bit of size difference down there between the two.
Right there, the first baseman, he has to get in front of the runner.
Mm-hmm.
He catches behind him, hit the runner, and go all over the place.
Ball on base hit. Yes! Falls into center field. Bristow looks. Coach says no. Runners at first and second with 1 out.
That's a big hit, big hit.
Copeland's first hit of the tournament. Congratulations, young man. Runners now on first and second.
And I know it's a big hit for him as his first hit, but it's really a big hit to get that line back around to your top.
Right. That's going to bring up Zion Holland. Marvin, this kid's a 4-sport athlete. Plays football, obviously baseball, and during the winter he wrestles and plays basketball.
Good for him.
And pretty darn good at all of them. Ball low. That's going to move the runners up on the pass ball. And that's going to be a 1-0 count. Runners second and third, 1 out. Holland delivered an RBI single against Lewis. And Georgetown's going to take a visit to the mound. I mean, you got their last 3 guys coming up. Holland's a threat at 333. I don't think you want to pitch around him. I don't think you want to take your chances on a pass ball or.
No, I think you have to pitch at the bottom of the order, and you got to pitch to him. Marvel's behind him, who's had 2 hits also. So I think I think you're 100% correct, but you just got to go.
You got to catch this batter, yeah. I know Holland and Bristow, they're only 11-year-old players, so they got another year of majors.
Nice.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, I know a lot of the rest of them are 12-year-old players, but I just know those 2 are a year younger. So second and third, 1 out. 1-0 count to Zion Holland. Swing and a miss, 1-1. I think if you're Law, this is your hot bat right now. This is the guy you want to get going right here. Ball low, 2-1. Both runners ready to roll, Marvin. They're on their toes, moving to the right.
It puts a lot of pressure on the catcher here. You got to block everything now.
Pitch up high, but swing and a miss for Holland. It's 2-2. Don't have to be a hero here, Marvin. Just got to get a little dinger, a little base hit.
I think a ground ball in the middle of the field, you score him
Yeah,
anyway.
you score a run, right?
We're playing back in the middle, so anything past the pitcher should have a chance for an RBI.
That's a ball low. Full count. Ball 4. I must have missed a pitch. Bases are loaded. And that's going to bring up Hunter Marvel. He does have 2 hits in the tournament. He's batting .400 earlier tonight. He struck out looking, so he's 0 for 1 tonight. And we got the umpire taking time out to talk with the booth. And making sure that the count was correct. I watched one game this week, Marvin, and 4 times in the game, the umpires were confused on the count. And I'm thinking you all got a clicker in your hand.
Well, with 3 umpires, you shouldn't have it happen because one guy can lose it, but
right.
You got signals each other umpire a lot too. You signal and get the count to make sure you're right.
And that's going to be a strike 1. 1-1 to count to Marvel. Bases loaded, 1 out. Infield playing mid-halfway. And fouls it off to the right side.
Looks like they're all up except the shortstop. He got good enough arm to play where he's playing now.
But yeah, he can throw to home from there. The only thing he has to worry about is a bad hop off the lip of that grass. So 1-2 count to the Marvel. Game tied at 2 here in the top of the 5th. Here comes Farrington with the 1-2. Fouled back. Remains 1-2 count. Oh, and the sun is gone, and we have a nice breeze out here now, Marvin. We can turn the fan off.
Yeah, it does feel good out here right now.
It does. Nice night for baseball. Here comes the 1-2. And inside, look at a little bit of a breaking pitch there. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 1 out. 2-2's your score. And that's strike 3 on the outside corner. And that's going to bring up 2 outs. And number 27, Braden Moore.
Yeah, great time to get his first hit right here.
That's right.
It's a big strikeout. Big strikeout there for Georgetown.
Don't look for a walk because Farrington's only issued 1. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Farrington with the pitch. Fastball. Foul back, 0-1.
I love the aggressiveness by Braden.
Mm-hmm.
Love going there looking to swing. Too many guys take good pitches.
If nothing else, Laurel sent 6 batters to the plate this inning. And fouls another one straight back. 0-2 on Moore. Well, I'm sorry, they brought 5 batters. No, they brought 6 batters to the plate.
We said at the beginning, if you get 3 out, you have your bottom come in, but
That's
now
right.
at least get to the top.
They have 1 more batter, their 12th batter. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Can't field it. Throws it to first.
Hey.
That's an RBI for Braden Moore.
Put the ball in play and anything can happen.
Bristow scores on the play. I actually think his play was at home there, or third.
Either way,
He tried to turn around, and he took his eyes off the ball, and down it went.
Here's what we talked about. Regardless, now they got all the way back to the top for the top of the 7th or the 6th.
So bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the order, last batter, Austin Steen. And he pops one up in foul territory, and it's going to be a drop for a foul ball.
Georgetown's defense has been struggling here the last 3
The
innings.
last half of the game, you're right.
They played so well early.
Steen struck out last time at bat. Comes up and fouls the first one off. And Marzullo had an issue with his glove. I want to thank Andy Lewis, District Administrator here at District 3, giving us the approval to bring you this game. That's going to be ball low, pass ball. Copeland's coming home. He's going to score on the pass ball. Laurel goes up 4-2. So, Marvin, the wheel's kind of coming off here for Georgetown.
That's a big, big, big second run.
4 unearned runs in this game for Laurel.
You know, Georgetown's made some mistakes, but Laurel has forced them into some. So
I think right now, if you're the first base coach, you're asked, what, Braden Moore, why are you still standing here?
Right.
They did have a little discussion there. Zion Holland, he moves up to third. Another pass, this kid can fly too. Ground ball to Eichenberry. Eichenberry's going to take it himself and end the inning. But Laurel puts 2 more across. They take a 4-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back, folks, with the bottom of the 5th here from Seaford. Coming back to the bottom of the 5th, Marvin Dooley double duty, turns around, turns on the lights as we're sitting right next to the pole.
Did something a little right tonight.
They got sun going right, yeah.
I hope that worked them all. Okay, now they're coming on up front.
Folks, you're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. He's Marvin Dooley. Kristen Mitchell on the official score. Matt Westcott on the camera. We're going to be back here for the state championships on Delaware Live. I believe our upstate crew is actually going to join us. Here we go. First pitch to number 5, James Clausewitz. And it's a ball. Clausewitz 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout.
Game's flying by. Both pitchers have threw strikes.
And there's a strike there. 1-1.
Now if you're Laurel, you want to come right out and get right back in there with that 2-run lead.
You're right. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Look, Moore's already ready to go, Marvin.
I love it.
They say, son, get in the box. I got to throw this thing. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Outside corner, strike 3, 1 away. Clausewitz not happy as he walks away.
That was a very nice pitch. I mean, he's pounding the strike zone, and what happens when you pound the strike zone, Benny, is anything borderline, you're going to get it.
That's going to bring up Lennon Kelly. He struck out in the 3rd. And that's the pitcher's dad coming out to have a talk with him.
I just wonder what they could be talking about. I mean,
Yeah.
Does he have to pitch limit or
maybe settle down a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I'll just give him time to warm up because they're getting to the pitch
Well,
limit.
they're getting some people down here ready to warm up, so he must be getting close to his pitch limit. That's good time. Good time out there by Coach Moore. Get your battery set so they can warm up. It looks like Braden Moore is going to be warming up the lefty. Ball hit out to center field. And off the tip of Holland's glove, thrown into second. And Kelly's going to reach by error. Something Laurel has not done in the second error of this tournament.
We'll get back to the top now with men on base.
And that's going to bring up John Clausewitz. 2 for 2 tonight. Pair of singles. Hits that one out to right field. And Long's going to field it. Can't come up with to make the throw. And Georgetown's going to have runners on second and third.
Both times, Benny, right fielders make good plays. They got to do the second base. And split them runners. You're not throwing the guy out of third.
Right.
Split the runners, keep the fourth play. Now, Little League Baseball may steal second anyway, but you at least have that option. Now, I'll give up an out for a run right now. But they're getting to the meter order here now.
And the umpire makes a walk over to the Georgetown dugout. Not sure what this is about. I don't think we're going to find out. So both teams warming up pitchers.
Listen, they can't warm up outside or in play. They're warming up in play.
Well, no, Laurel's still warming up. There is a rubber down there, so. This guy's not getting anything fat to hit if it's me. That brings up Eikenberry. And that first pitch is a ball. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Got hit by a pitch and popped out the third.
Well, the good thing right now, Carter's hitting the ball behind you, so it forces their hand.
Ball hit to center field. Holland's going to play it off the hop, but 2 runs are going to score. He's going to try to throw through. That's going to give him a second base. It's all tied up.
Now right here where Fates would not get much to hit here.
Well, this will be Farrington first. Lacates is on deck. So Eikenberry with the single. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Drives in 2 runs there. He has stolen third twice in this tournament. And now looks like the Laurel catcher having an issue with his helmet. So Farrington comes up. he is one for 2 tonight. He had a single back in the fourth. Four to 4 is your score.
A lot of excitement the last 2 innings.
Right. Farrington coming into the game 273. And that's a low and outside corner, strike one. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Eichenberry looking to get up to third base.
Any base he definitely scores, boy can run.
Outside for ball, 1-1. And swing and a miss, 1-2 count. A little bit of a change-up curveball there, something, Marvin. He was way ahead of it and under it.
Definitely off speed. You know, he's done a good job of mixing it up all night.
And that ball's low, 2-2. And that one's going to get away. Eichenberry's going to hold it third. Stolen base for Eichenberry.
Yeah, he's been jockeying back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, the catcher, he didn't fool the catcher. Just got away, threw it a little to the left of Copeland.
Now this puts pressure on you now as a calling pitches too. It's hard to, you don't want to throw them in dirt now with the go ahead run at third.
With that kind of speed.
Yes.
So 2-2 pitch coming up. And that one's low in the dirt.
Nice play
Full count.
Nice play by the catcher. I mean, that's a save run play there.
He has maybe one pass ball tonight.
He's done a good job, real good job on the plate.
Curveball for a strike, and that's 2 outs as LeCates comes to the plate.
Infield back here. LeCates has 2 hits, I believe.
One hit. He's 1 for 2
1 for
tonight.
2.
He had the big single, 2-run single in the first.
Big opportunity here.
Ball hit the left, and that's going to get by Luis. And that's going to be a double for LeCates and a 1-run lead for Georgetown. Georgetown with 8 hits in the game.
Another big hit.
That will bring up Marzullo. He is 1 for 2 tonight. He had a single last inning. That's going to be a ball in the dirt. 1-0.
Catcher's done a fine job.
Yes.
He really has. Again, another runner in scoring position for Georgetown.
And you know, we talked about it earlier in the game. Moore's a little bit of a struggle here. He's now staying up, trying to see where the pitch is going. He has a 2-0 count here. He's got to continue to go back to his mechanics, follow through. And that one he did. He throws a strike, 2-1.
I just don't get over what the conversation was about when his dad went out because he was going along.
Right. I think he just wanted to get the other battery out there to warm up. Little off speed. Breaks in with a swing to miss. 1-2. Moore wanting to limit the damage here in the fifth. Ball hit up to short. Gets it across and gets the out. And a nice play there by the shortstop. And those 2 shortstops are going at it.
That was a very nice play.
Folks, we're going to take a commercial time out here. Your score, Georgetown 5, Laurel 4.
Here at Grandpa Mac, we've been serving the Eastern Shore since 2015. We're all about bringing you fresh, quality ingredients. We do fresh pasta, paninis, soups, and salads. We try to be all-inclusive, vegan, gluten-free options. We do a little bit of something for everybody. In the summertime, we make a little over 200 pounds of pasta a day. You can come in and buy fresh pasta. You can bring it home. We're doing curbside pickup right now. A lot of take-to-go. We even have DoorDash if you need it delivered to you. We like to bring you good food fast and not fast food.
And welcome back. Top of 6 here in Seaford. And I believe it's going to bring up the top of the order for Laurel. And that'll be Pierre Luis. He is 0 for 2 tonight, but he did reach base on error and score the first run for Laurel tonight. Farrington taking it into the 6th. Again, Marvin, not overpowering, just very effective.
In reality, he has to give up an earned run yet, I don't think. I mean, basically been some bots plays, but he's pitched contact, and you know, they've made a lot of plays behind him. I think he has 1 walk.
Yes, 1 walk.
Little League baseball is the key. You know, you can't just walk guys and make them, force them to hit their way on. And both teams have played hard, though.
Yeah, they have. It's been an exciting game. Folks, we'll let you know later tonight if we're going to do tomorrow night's game. You know, the if game, we never quite know sure. It's a Friday night, so it could be tough travel. Well, especially for me living at the beach. So here we go, top of the order. Pierre Luis 0 for 2 tonight. He did reach on an error and score back in the 4th inning. And it's high for a ball, 1-0. That one in the dirt, 2-0. Looking 1 speed, 1 spot right now on the batter.
He has to come to you here.
He does. He's going to foul it to the right side. 2-1.
I like the aggressiveness of the hitter, but you need base runners.
Right. Well, and he was a little late on that, so he either got fooled or that ball's hit back to second.
Oh.
Davis makes the catch on the line drive.
He actually robbed the kid of a base hit there.
Yeah.
Heck of an at-bat, heck of a play.
That's Warren Davis with the play. That's going to bring up number 42, Colt Crockett. I believe he's 2 for 2 with a run scored tonight.
Warren Davis, that's a web gem there. That's
Correction, 1 for 2. He reached by error. Yeah, that was a play. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Mr. Farrington looks at Mr. West or Mr. Davis and says thank you on his last pitch of the.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play.
Big smile on his face as he comes out to the outfield. So we have a pitching change. So why don't we have the pitching change, folks? We'll take a commercial timeout. You're watching Delaware District 3 championship baseball game. We're in the top of 6. Georgetown leads 5-4. We'll be right back.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
So I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends.
So welcome back. The new pitcher is number 2, Lacates. Carter Lacates. He pitched earlier this week in this tournament. And at the bat will be Colt Crockett, 1 for 2 tonight. And he is hit by the pitch. Again, a little unforced error there. Puts the runner on base. Now you got Braden Moore coming up. Moore is 0 for 2 tonight. He had a fly ball to left. That was the deep fly ball to left.
Anytime you bring the time run to the plate.
And it's going to be a ball, 1-0. Crockett is the one that stole home to give him the 4-2 lead. Ball high. 2-0. To Moore. I don't like that throwing back down the first, Marvin. Especially
that run don't mean that right now.
Right.
I mean, right now you're just going to throw yourself into a mistake. I mean, if they want to try to steal, I'll let them try to steal it.
Curveball doesn't break. 3-0 pitch to Moore. Now, this is your man right here. This is your big hitter. 3-0, Marvin. Does he get a green light?
I'm taking, but.
Okay. And so is he. 3-1.
Only because I'm down 2 runs.
Right. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Lacates. 1 out here in the 6th. Breaks in. Ball doesn't break in. Ball 4. And we have 2 runners aboard here. And that's going to bring up number 50, Noah Tyndall. Tyndall 0 for 2 tonight. Fly ball to right and a ground out to third.
Now, if you're looking, Benny, at how big is that play at second base?
Absolutely. You're just going from first and second. The base is loaded with number 4 batter up. Ball inside. Throws down to second. No, he does. Throws back to the pitcher. Crockett steals third.
Now, I'm not right behind home plate, but them pitches look good from out here. I'm not behind home plate, so.
Yeah, we're a little shaded to the left-hander batter's box side.
Most of them pitches have been close.
And he gets that one. And Moore moves up with catcher's indifference. 1-1. 1-1's the count.
See right there, Benny, in my opinion, I'm going to try to throw him out because if I throw him out.
He's the go-ahead run.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm throwing him out.
That ball's hit the left. And it's going to get by the left fielder. Crockett's going to score. Moore's going to score. Tyndall in with a single. And Laurel takes the lead. Ball took a bounce, bounced up right about Davis's waist and gets to the fence.
Nice swing, nice line drive.
Well, he hit a deep ball to the right earlier that Pettit brought in. That's going to bring up the catcher, Kellen Gall. 0 for 2 tonight, ground out and a fly ball to left. Man on second, 1 out. Lacates really relying on a curveball here, Marvin.
Now, since Laurel did what they did they come back with more, or they come in with the bullpen?
Yeah, they warmed the guy up. Inside, 2-0. Ball high, 3-0.
There's no tomorrow for Georgetown, so basically, I'm assuming this is the best they got right now. I'm assuming Laurel will give their best they got next inning.
Right, swing and a miss. Throws back down to second. 6-5 lead for Laurel. 3-1 count, 1 out. Tyndall on second. Gall's your batter. Lacates with the pitch. Down the middle, pops it up. And little collision between the umpire and the catcher. I tell you, there's not much room back there. I can't blame the umpire there because he's got about 3 steps and he's at the backstop. That's going to make it a full count. Ball was on the other side anyway, so no damage done. And that's going to be ball 4. Runners on first and second.
We still only have one out, right?
One out. And Georgetown manager Jake Sprout going to take a trip to the mound. And I think he's going to bring in Clausewitz to pitch. So with a 6-5 lead for Laurel, one out, runners on first and second, we're going to get a pitching change and we're going to take a timeout. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports, live from Seaford, Delaware.
President of Citadel Concept, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Citadel Concept is a growing hospitality company.
Welcome back after the Clausewitz gets his warm-up pitches in. Omar Long comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. And Georgetown paying a lot of attention to Tyndall at second base. I don't believe he's stealing.
No.
A ball hit to left. And caught by Lacates. Runners do not move up. 2 away. Long got into that for a little guy, Marvin.
Nice shot.
That's going to bring up number 22, the second baseman, Carter Bristow. He has reached base twice, a hit and an error, 1 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, young man's had 2 good at bats.
Mm-hmm. He scored a run back last inning. Outside for a ball. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Last inning, Georgetown scratched out 3. Nice swing, foul ball, 1-1. This inning, Laurel scratches out a couple. 2 teams battling for the district title. Ball low.
Laurel loves to get that insurance run.
Nice stop by Marzullo there. That could have been second and third. 1-1 count, or 2-1 count to Bristow. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Curveball breaks in, strike 2. 2-2 count here.
Big pitch.
And here comes the 2-2 delivery. Strike 3 dropped. And throws it down to first for the out. So 2 runs for Laurel here in the inning. They get back on top by 1. Braden Moore comes back to the mound. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th. for Laurel there in the 6th. 2 runs, no hits. Well, correction, 1 hit. We had the error that sent him around. So 2 runs, 1 hit for Laurel. Gives them a 6-5 lead. And Nathan Moore will toe the rubber again as we faces 0 for 2 tonight is Marshall West. Reached on a fielder's choice. Ball hit back to the shortstop. Crockett throws across and gets the out. Laurel 2 outs away from a title. The first one in 29 years.
And I don't know where he's at in pitch count, but that 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah.
We're talking now. We're Crockett answering Eichenberry at shortstop. They both these 2 guys playing
nice
very
play.
well.
Nice play, exactly.
And that's going to be another ground ball. This is going to go foul. 0-1. This is Davis. He is 0 for 2 tonight. He had the big line, caught the big line drive last inning. And swing and a miss, 0-2.
And Moore just keeps pumping strikes.
Yes, he does. He threw a 1-hitter against Lewis in the 2nd round of this tournament. And that's going to be a foul ball. I'm going right back to that fastball, Marvin, up around the chest.
Yep. Yeah, he's really pitched well. Loose strikes, mixed up the speeds, but really been really fast.
The umpire makes a visit to the mound. I guess he wanted a different ball. I'd want the same one.
Yeah, the one that can't see.
Right. 0-2 count on Davis, low and away for ball 1, 1-2. Moore wasting no time getting set, ready to throw the next pitch. Foul ball, still 1-2. I want to throw up on this guy. You know, the foul ball, he fouled off to the right side. A little trouble catching up with it. He throws it right down the middle, right down Broadway, Marvin.
He must be out of pitches now. The coach is coming out. I saw kind of a couple times foul ball. That's watching the coaches.
Right.
He probably had enough pitches that he had to finish the batter.
Right. Yeah, 3 foul balls in that bat.
Yes.
2 of them with 2 strikes. So that's going to be it for Nathan Moore. He's allowed 5 runs, 8 hits in this game. And he's going to yield to Braden Moore, and we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with 1 out left here in the game. And my man Keyrell Cannon and Jacobri. Guys, what's up?
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
So briefly joined by a couple of my young wrestlers, Jacobri and Wendell Cannon. I think they wanted to get on air, but maybe not such a good idea. No, 2 good kids, 2 great wrestlers, both state champs. So here we go. Braden Moore comes to the mound. 2 outs here in the 6th. It's going to bring up Pettit, who is 0 for 2, but has made 2 huge plays in right field tonight. And we're going to get time. And I don't know why. Here we go again. 0-0 pitch. 2 outs here in the 6th. Strike 1 for Braden Moore.
Lefty on lefty.
Yeah. And here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to shortstop. Throws across the field. Laurel is your district champions, folks. 6-5 victory.
6-5. Congratulations to Laurel.
First title in 29 years.
Congratulations to both teams.
Yeah, both teams played well, played hard. It was just Laurel's night. So we'll let them shake hands, folks. We're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll come back with the post-game wrap-up here, live from Seaford.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Eggspectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent.
And welcome back, folks. And the Laurel kids are getting what they have been waiting for 29 years, the banner. Or I guess in baseball we call them pennants.
Everybody loves the camera.
I'm going to try to get Coach Copeland out here for an interview. So 11 strikeouts for Nathan Moore. And allowed 8 hits. It's a nice performance by him. Obviously, will be our player of the game.
11 strikeouts takes a lot of pressure off your defense. You have a lot of strikeouts, you're going to make as many plays. And very young man pitched fast, worked fast, threw strikes, and changed speeds.
We're going to try to get Coach Jason Copeland out here for an interview. Right now, we'll take in a moment for Laurel.
Little League Baseball is simply the best.
It's the most fun. It's a fast game, although this one was pretty fast. We started off fast and slowed down a little bit on us. But Laurel tonight, they get the win. 6 runs off only 5 hits, 3 Georgetown errors in the game. Actually, I think it was 4 Georgetown errors in the game. Georgetown, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 Laurel error. And that's the one thing I said coming in Laurel doesn't do. They don't make any errors.
Yeah, Farrington pitched real well for Georgetown, too. He just wasn't – the defense laid down a little bit tonight. He actually pitched a real good game.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get Coach Copeland out here. I think the whole town's here tonight, Marvin. There's a lot of red out there right now. We can't even see the players.
A lot of red. Laurel's got a good fan back anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Fan base, they cover. I know football, they got a real good fan base.
Oh, yeah, we did some games down there this year, and Doesn't like calling a game the dog pound. Okay, thank you. Tell him to come out fast again. So, state championship will be in Sussex County this year. That means MOT and Namens will play on the 25th in the first round of the state tournament. Laurel will get the winner. And it looks like, 2 wins here for Moore in this tournament. Crockett had a win. Laurel might have the pitching to get through. They're not a very big team. But Marvin, I mean, your impression of the way they played tonight.
Well, I really think they played well. They played good defense. The pitcher, well, I always say, worked fast, changed speed, threw strikes, stayed aggressive in the zone, and they made the plays. I mean, the routine plays, they made hits for hits, but they made all the routine plays.
And getting a lot of pictures taken here. Right here with Coach Jason Copeland. Coach, there's been a lot of good baseball coaches in Laurel that have taken a lot of good baseball teams in this tournament, but it took 29 years, and you're the man that gets to bring the pennant home. Talk about that feeling right now.
The feeling's great, man. But I can't say that the feeling's better when I watch the kids come off the field and they're throwing the gloves. If there's a video of the game before when we beat Georgetown, if you could see their faces when they come pumping fists, man, that to me feels better than any kind of win we could get, any kind of banner. But, I mean, it's just I'm elated with joy for these kids, man, more than anything.
Nathan Moore, 2 great games. He had that 1 hitter against Lewis. Tonight he gets batted around a little bit, but your defense held up for him and came through in the end. You had to scratch your runs, 6 runs off 5 hits. And they made some errors, but some of them errors are what we call forced errors when you make them make plays.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one of the things that I always tell the kids. I say I don't guarantee a lot of things, but if you don't give up runs, you can never lose, right? If we play our kind of baseball, we'll give ourselves a chance because we're a scrappy team, and we fought. And I couldn't be more proud of them because I told them before the game, I said everybody knows our whole community's been through a lot over the past 7 months, 8 months, and I said tonight that's who we play for. We play for each other, and we play for the whole entire community of Laurel.
I guess it's your son, the pitcher, your son, or Nate
No,
Moore.
this is Copeland.
Okay, cool. Well, Nate Moore, your pitcher, had 11 strikeouts. Of course, helps your defense. You only make about 8, 9 plays, but you guys played great defensively. I think you put the pressure on them to make the plays, but you just said something I talked about all during the game was sometimes you force teams in to make mistakes, but the team that makes the less mistakes, a lot of times you're not beaten. You beat yourself. You guys didn't beat yourself tonight. You played solid baseball.
Right, and I appreciate that because that's one thing we've worked on. I mean, like I said, I could say it till I'm blue in the face, man. Play good defense. Don't give up, and you got to have that dog. I mean, you know how it goes, man. We're Laurel Bulldogs, so we got that dog in us, and these boys got the dog in them. So I couldn't be more pumped.
Well, I'd like to add with you. I think watching you scratch runs out. Baseball is like that. You scratch runs across the plate. You found ways to move runners up and force them in the air. So. Congratulations, Coach. I was very privileged to watch you play tonight.
I appreciate it, and I'll tell you this: all the baseball I played 25 years ago, I came up on the wrong end of a Georgetown loss. But I played for Jerry Mears at Laurel High School, man, and he used to tell us timely hitting, and Noah Tyndall couldn't have been more timely with that.
I was going to say Noah Tyndall. He's the man of the hour tonight. Now
that was big time.
The one last question. I know you want to get back to your team. Of course, we don't talk about the state tournament until now. All right. And I've looked at pictures of the 2 teams that you'll be facing. And I look at Middletown, and they got 6 kids that are as tall or taller than their coaches. And then you got Name as the defending state champs. And you got these little guys over here. Not many of them are that very big yet. One kid weighs 65 pounds. How do you feel taking that scrappy team into the state tournament?
That's the mentality that I like to have, because we'll put the pressure on them, like you said, and you know, you look at a lot of teams and it's always like, oh, they passed the eye test. We might not pass the eye test, but you put us on the field and we'll pass the play test. I can guarantee you that.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good to be with your team. Appreciate it. So that was Jason Copeland, the Laurel manager, and Marvin. This team's scrappy, and like he said, they don't pass the eye test, but they're ready to play baseball.
Yeah. It was a privilege to watch them play. They play solid baseball. Congratulations to Georgetown getting to where they got to, also, but congratulations to Laurel and their whole community on the district title.
And did Eikenberry come as advertised?
He came as advertised.
He on the losing end, Mason Eikenberry. What a ball player! Like I said, I've seen some good ball players around here, and he's one of the top ones I've seen play around here in quite a while. And like I said, I was talking to his travel ball coaches, and they said he's an outfielder on our travel ball team. So
well, he's a heck of a shortstop
right.
too.
Well, I sort of wrap up here in District 3. It's set. You can watch. I know we're going to do at least the championship in this division. And then, of course, you can follow these teams because, you know, the four-letter word channel will take over from here and carry these guys through regionals and the World Series. I want to thank Matt Westcott, Kristen Mitchell, and Marvin Dooley. I'm Benny Mitchell. It's a wrap from Nanticoke Little League Park here in Seaford, Delaware. Marvin, again, thank you for coming along. I know you always enjoy talking a little bit of baseball.
I appreciate having me, Benny.
All right. That's a wrap from Georgetown. For Delaware Live, I'm Benny Mitchell. Have a good night.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most